Hey guys, it's Guard, back from vacation and coming down from the highs of the guaranteed legendary draft, which I did a lot of. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record any of those because, I was on vacation. But anyway, I'm going to be jumping right back in. This is my 18th draft, I believe. So let's just go ahead and probably draft. Okay, best card is probably Patron of Tarsus or Cauldron Mystic. Patron of Tarsus if I want to force Necrium. And I've never seen this card in the draft before, or at least I don't remember seeing it. Maybe it's just because I just like glaze over it. But I don't know. This card's kind of fun. I've never played with it. I kind of want to. I'm not gonna pick it here because it's not good. Like, it's okay. Usually it'll just get like a Forge Guardian Alpha because that's the best Forge Guardian. I mean, Beta is really good too, but it doesn't level the card you get, which is problematic. And if you draw it before you draw Guardian's symbol, Guardians doesn't do anything. It's just kind of awkward. But maybe if you have like a Forge Guardian Delta, this card's good. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna pick Patron of Tarsus because I think Cauldron Mystic's a little better. It's a lot more flexible than Patron. You don't have to go Mono Necrium or near Mono Necrium to make it work. But Cauldron Mystic is Tempest, and this is Necrium. And I want to be a Necrium because I still need to get those Undying Legacies and Indomitable Fiends for the constructed deck I'm going for. So if I can pick this, it puts me in Necrium off the bat, which means I'm a lot more likely to, find Necrium heroics. And then, wow, I can get to second Patron, and then like force mono Necrium. I've done this before, and I don't think it went that well, but it's a really, really strong strategy, especially if you have two of them. The Cloud Paper Titan's not even as good as Zithian Rot Fiend, so I'm not even going to pick my faction here. And then I either take Utera for the Dryad's boon, and just like Utera has very strong heroics, or I can take Steelskin Spelunker for an okay card. I think I'm just gonna take the Dryad's boon, lock in that Utera. I got a Sorrow Maiden too. Wow, this deck is. If I could just finish a deck at 5 cards, I'm pretty happy with this one. But I'm gonna take a Lightbringer Council because it's a heroic. I actually don't think I have very many Lightbringer Councils. Yeah, I don't have any. So this is actually pretty nice. Otherwise, I think I'd be really tempted to take Deep Branch Prowler over Festering Slime. I don't actually know what I would take there. Probably a Deep Branch Prowler anyway, just because Festering Slime sucks. Like, it's so small. It barely doesn't matter. It's like a bad version of... It's not a bad version of Blightwalker, because this works underleveled. Like, you can block big creatures with it, and they get smaller, but it's so flimsy. It's a 1/6 and a 2/12. It just doesn't have high enough power, or high enough toughness for how little it does. Like, maybe if it were a 1/9 and then like a 2/17 or 2/15, something really big, something that takes like a level up to kill it, it would be fine. Not good, but fine. But as is, it's just like a really bad version of Blightwalker. And Blightwalker's not even that great. So take the heroic. Taking another Utera card, it's kind of iffy because I want to be mostly Necrium, but I think Shardplate Crusher's better enough than Halazeth that I go for it anyway. And I take... See, this is awkward. Like, usually the Utera cards are gonna be better than the Necrium ones. Even though I have 2 Patron of Tarsus. The Patron of Tarsus wins me a lot of games by just forcing it Mono Necrium. So I could just force Mono Necrium and get, like, Walking Epidemics on a stick with this guy. You know what? That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna take the Death Seeker, then have a pack of all Utera cards and pick the Verdant Sphere. Then take the Hulk. We've got... The best card in this pack is probably Scatter Sportiller, and then Varric's Embrace. So I'll take the Embrace, then the Rot Fiend. Rot Fiend's going to be pretty much the best Necrium card in every pack it's in. I could take Groot Meal, but I don't... Groot Meal is actually really good for the Sorrow Maiden in my deck, so otherwise I'd probably have taken the... I've already forgot what was in the card pack, because I have to take another Sigmund Fraud, and this card is... Betrayed me. I took like 4 of them in the last draft I recorded. It was pretty rough. Take another Crusher. This is what, 5 Utera cards? That's pretty much my limit. But I'll take like any number of Rot Fiends. If I could play a deck with 29 Rot Fiends, I would do it. So I've got Gloom Reaper Witch, Scourge Knights, or Scorpion. Gloom Reaper works just decently with cards. I have got our Varric's Embrace and a Groot Meal. Scourge Knights is solid, but I don't really have anything that's particularly trigger formation. Scavenger Scorpion's mediocre. I think it's between Knights or Witch, and The thing is, Knights is really small if you don't get its trigger. And which is pretty good against a bunch of different cards. So I do already have a Sara main. I guess I'll take to the Knights. Because if I can trigger them, they'll be super good. Okay, Spring Dryad. Probably too good to pass up. It puts me at 6 Utera cards. But I think this card is just phenomenal. It's much better than... I don't think it's actually much better than Rotfiend, but it is better than Rotfiend. Has a large shot of me. I can just win a bunch of games with it. I'll take Charge Impact. Restless Wonder is garbage. I'd much rather have a Pump Spell. Even if it's a bad Pump Spell, I'll take the Blightwalker. Take another Rotfiend. I could have like so many Rotfiends by now. If I had stayed the course and just drafted them over everything. Guitar Sprites are heroic and an excellent card. Take another Rotfiend. Phytobomb's a heroic, so I'll take that. Okay, my patrons aren't going to be that good because I took a lot of Utera cards, but they are, at least most of them are heroics. Take another Rotfiend? Jeez, I could just go tribal Rotfiends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm picking. Like, Twin Strength is good, but Rotfiend is incredible. It's so big at every rank. Its worst rank is like rank 2, right? Because if they put something in front of it, it becomes a 9/10, which is, you know, okay. Like, a Warhound Raider is a 9/10. That card's pretty good. Then at rank 3, if they put something in front of it, it's a 15/16, which is quite good. And it kills almost everything. 20 power at rank 3 if you just block something. So this is Abyssal Brute versus Swimmer Witch. Abyssal Brute's phenomenal, so we'll take that. I could take another Spring Dryad, but I want these patrons to activate, so I'm going to take the Death Seeker, even though it's a lot weaker. And then Ruthless Wonders for the same reason, then take Glimmer Witch. So this draft didn't go nearly as well as I wanted it to. I probably would have avoided a lot more of the Utera cards and just picked up all the Rotfiends I could. But I still have like 6 Rotfiends, which is super nice. And I have a lot of ways to trigger Patron anyway, right? I think if I do the math correctly, I've got like a 70% chance to trigger Patron if I draw one. Something like that. So that's pretty high. Not great, because, you know, you have to influence the order in which you play your cards, but it's still pretty good. 2 patrons makes it really good. Well, I guess I'll just stop the video here, and we'll see y'all for round 1.